The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
You are now listening to the Radio Show ATL.
All right, the Radio Show ATL, we are here. We got Bring a Friend Night. We got the beautiful Jae Ebony with us, Black Girl Infinite Allure podcast hanging out. She's a special guest host, so special, ATL Diva, that it was enough to have our man, the Jerk, come back home again, because why not here? Glad to have him back here. And Jae, like I said, it's great for you to be here as well, to come and cut up with us as per usual.
Of course, always.
Yes. So, ATL Diva, we have things to discuss. It's some mess going on, and I'm sure you got your pulse on it. So, what we got going on this week?
Well, this week we're going to talk about the Drake lawsuit. And for those who don't know, Drake has been crying all over the internet, social media, and everybody courtroom, alleging that the label that represents Kendrick Lamar, I think it is UMG, artificially inflated the numbers for Not Like Us, right? So he's saying that it really didn't do as well as it appeared to do, which, if you look on social media, I don't see how he can really say that because the evidence is there, but I digress. So basically, he brings this lawsuit saying that, he wants to sue for defamation. So what is being alleged right now is he's putting it out there that these lyrics are factual. And what that means, that's the only way he's going to win this defamation lawsuit, is to say that all the lyrics that were said are factual representation, and that is what he's wanting to base his lawsuit on. We've seen this before, but it's kind of a dangerous game to play. I have some additional information that I kind of want to throw out there, but for right now, let me just ask you guys, what do you really think about him going this far? Did anybody think he's going to go this far? We know that he's a sore loser, but did either one of you guys really think he was going to file a lawsuit about this song?
I did, just because there was talk about it a while ago, so I'm not surprised. But it's like people say stuff in music, and especially with diss songs, diss tracks, you say this, you say that, so now we are suing for defamation. What? How do we know everything he said was true? So it's just, I don't know. It's definitely giving sore loser.
Do you guys think that there is an alternative motive behind this? Because he has subpoenaed one of the guys named Lucian. I think his name is Lucian. And now they want his phone records, and they want to actually see Kendrick Lamar's music contract and stuff like that. So, and they want to see text messages, not just about this, but basically they want access to Lucian's phone to see all his photos and any of his private content that have absolutely nothing to do with this case. So do you think there's an alternative motive at play?
Oh yeah, with that, absolutely. I didn't know they were asking for all that. That's unnecessary.
Oh yeah. So I think, well, you can ask for whatever you want. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get it. But the fact that they're asking about that kind of stuff in actual music contracts. Now, I'm wondering what kind of egg could be on his face if Kendrick Lamar has a really good contract. Because I'm thinking if he finds any fault with Kendrick Lamar's contract, then that's something he's going to want to publicize. Because the judge said that no one else would be allowed to view Kendrick Lamar's contract or anybody else's musical contract that they're requesting, only the necessary people. But would that also stop Drake from speaking about it verbally in the future? I'm curious. I really don't know the answer to that.
That's a good question.
Yeah. It is. I think it's dipped in ego, actually, Diva, because we had talked about this on the show before. I don't know if you were on that episode or not, but where I feel like it's all of this is clouded in ego from Drake's side. And I will say part of him suing, I kind of understand. He's suing because he's saying to himself, man, my catalog is great. It's better than Kendrick's. So how did this one song that he did just absolutely take out everything that I've done? He's probably, I could feel him saying that in his head. He's like, I got hits on hits. This guy makes one song and it just negates what I got going on. So it's more ego from him that he can't believe that one song was able to sort of topple him in that manner. But one of the points that was brought up about being dangerous about defamation when it comes to a rap battle is that Drake in that instance isn't innocent because he just smoked a few guys on some tracks himself before and none of them sued for defamation, you know. But I think that's probably the biggest thing is that when you start talking about a rap battle, like, yeah, maybe you feel like something is might have been going on. They might have been, you know, cooking the books like they like to call it in the mob. But at the same time, Drake, I mean, you can ask Meek Mill about that. Drake went at Meek Mill real hard years ago, you know. Meek Mill didn't sue, so I'm just saying it just seems draped in ego to me personally.
But I'm like, it's kind of like a case of it's cool when you do it, it's a problem when I do it kind of thing, because this isn't the first beef that Drake's been in. This isn't the first time that, you know, he's even said criminal-ish lyrics. So if he wins this thing and he's able to use these lyrics against the label, what does that mean? Are we in another Young Thug situation? Like, what does this mean for rap? Like, when it comes to like, okay, you just saying stuff, because beef is good for the culture, whether you like it or not. Everybody's going to pay attention to it. What is that going to mean for music in the future? Because they were already trying this with other rappers to where they were literally trying to put cases on them because some of them did confess to crimes in their songs and some of them embellished. So what do you think that means for the culture?
It wasn't no trying, even. Then I'll let the jerk chime in. It wasn't any trying. I mentioned this a while ago, and I'll bring it back up again. It was a well, he's more of a popular rapper in the Bay Area, California. It's a rapper named Sibo. It's the first rapper that I remember who he was like out on parole, and they deemed his lyrics on his album to be a violation of his parole, and they threw him in jail because of that fact. His album called Till My Casket Drop, which is his most successful album, went gold with no video play, no radio play. And they locked him up. They was like, yo, this is too gangster. We got to put you in jail. So I don't know who's setting the precedent with that. It's a slippery slope because, as you said, the heartbeat of hip hop is conflict, you know, rap battles. Anybody who's involved in rap been in some type of rap battle before, except that fraud Ray Otis, but that's a story for another day. But it's part of the essence of it. So, I mean, I guess, like when you're saying, it begs the question, what does that say for the culture? Like, Jerk, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like that's creating a dangerous precedent where if somebody don't like something that you're saying in a song that's supposedly fictionalized, that they could just go and sue you for it? And rap beef has been going around since rap began.
What I'm thinking is secretly that he voted for Donald Trump. So now he's pulling one of Donald Trump moves. That's what Trump does when people pull out the truth on his ass. Is he sues them. Like he sues them for defamation or whatever. So he's lost this. He doesn't know. He's falling on his ass. And as opposed to taking it on the chin like a man, being like, okay, I started a beef. I can give a punch. I can't take it. It's like Trump. Like he's mimicking Trump behavior. So it's like he thinks he's entitled to some kind of untouchability while he throws jabs at people. And you gotta admit, he throws jabs. He doesn't throw knockout blows. So he got caught on his ass. Some dude made probably $50-60 million off of him, treating him as a clown. And what is more Trump about this to me is that most of it is probably true. And I think that's probably what's hitting him at the worst. And he's taking it personally because it's true. And if anybody did any real investigation, he could be in some serious fucking trouble. But one of the things I learned growing up you got the money to pay the fines, you ain't gonna do no time anyway. So, like I say, I think he voted for Donald Trump because he believes in Donald Trump, and he's just doing what Donald Trump do.
I really think in a way, and now I'm gonna go out here in a little bit of no man's land territory here. And I'm gonna just say he's acting like a kin. It's all cool when he's in the culture and he's cool and everything is going his way. But then as soon as he doesn't get his way on something, then he turns into the male version of a Karen. And now he's crying and somebody didn't play fair and all this other stuff because hello.
Captain Easy.
One of the things okay, so I talked to Chat, and Chat, I was like, listen, if you're going to pull this stunt and you're going to say that rap lyrics are, factual, right? Some of the stuff that he's put out could now be turned on to him because, they have a real situation now with all these RICO charges that they're putting on these rappers and stuff. And so he has a song with 21 Savage where he's referring to, gang activity with him and making references to mass shootings and all kinds of other stuff. So do we now flip the script back on him and say, hey, well, these are literally things you were saying you were a part of, like actual things that happened. Like he is known for talking about hiring hitmen and goons and he not gonna get his hands dirty, but he will hire a hit for you. Like this is stuff that Drake also says. So I'm Southern. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If this is what you're gonna do, then does he not open himself up to stuff in the future?
Setting a bad precedent.
Mm-hmm. He has I'm looking at 8 different songs where this stuff is not,
Yeah, I think it's great in reading about the logistics of what he came up with the lawsuit was, I guess from what I gathered, it was well, okay, all this stuff was not great. I didn't love it. But when you did that at the Super Bowl, you really took it too far. The Super Bowl was the tipping point of, okay, one thing is the streams that everybody's doing, but the world watches the Super Bowl and you embarrassed me in front of the world. And I need to do something about that part of it. So I feel like they made that kind of he was making that kind of the tipping point. Jerk was just alluding to about that whole thing with Trump, where it's when he felt like he didn't win the election, they tried to white people the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's Drake is yo, something is just you can't embarrass me like this. I have to do something about this. I have to you know how much entitlement you have to sue your employer while you still work for them. He's literally suing the record label that distributes his records. The audacity is jaw dropping. It's ridiculous.
So even if he wins or doesn't win, where does this leave him? Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. He got bodied by Kendrick. So even if he does win, nobody really is effing with him anymore, not hardcore, because not any of the people that he's truly affiliated with, and I know several, even came out to defend him or anything. Everybody was just kind of quiet about the whole thing. So where does this leave him? I know he still has a fan base, but does he is it going to translate to sales or concerts though? And then how you go on for so long and then you're acquitted for something and then it's just kind of people are just meh.
You guys
I don't see him being a hero if he wins this, because the facts are the same. You got people in other countries who don't speak English that chanted all those lyrics verbatim. I'm just saying. Kendrick and SZA were still selling out arenas recently. My clients were telling me they went. It was packed. And these people, that song, 8-9 months later, is still hot to a lot of people. And that's just kind of unheard of for a diss track. To go that long?
That's kind of unheard of for a song, period.
True. Absolutely, Jerk. Absolutely. So
They just
I'm
played
just
that
saying.
song like 2 days ago. Drake showed up somewhere in Canada, and they were outside playing that song. That was literally 2 days ago.
Damn. I mean, you know, we talked about this on the show. That I tried to tell y'all, and I know y'all, a lot of y'all were not on the show, but 16 knows I'm talking to him. I told you this song was gonna last forever. This is the best diss track of all time. Like,
Yes.
people gonna sing this song for decades. And, I mean, you got little kids who are minors saying A minor. That's crazy, bro.
So let's take it to a slightly different perspective. You're an artist, you're sensitive about your shit, and somebody has a song targeting you that has just become Will Smith's Summertime. This song clearly has the potential to come back every single summer for the next 20, 30 years because it's so strong.
Absolutely.
Nah, like he's cooked.
Yeah.
That
he just needs to just change direction.
I think he's cooked because this song was not just a diss record.
Oh,
this
no. It
song
was like
unified people. Yeah, like
behind it. Like,
people identified and personalized the song. That's why the song sticks, is because it wasn't just the diss record part. It was the other part of people unifying and finding like all these niche groups that found identity and camaraderie throughout the song of just unification. So everybody took the song and applied it to their life and their like ethnic circle and like their socialization of city. You know what I'm saying? Like repping California, and then other people took it and did the same thing with it. That's why it's like bigger than the beef. That's why it's sticking and people love it. So
I was in LA in the fall after this song dropped last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I've ever seen a city more unified behind
absolutely
something. Like,
absolutely,
everybody knows the lyrics, everybody was vibing to it, no matter the race, no matter the hood, what part of the city you from. Like that, like he had the city on his back, he had the world on his back.
This man unified gangs, like rival gangs came together for this song. Like it's deeper than that, and that is something on the same, like touching, hugging each other. Like let's pause, like our like inter beef to all go against this one Canadian dude from Degrassi High.
Yeah, but it, like, again, it's just like Kendrick was saying stuff that people felt. They just didn't want to say it because they was like, I got too much to lose. But then it's like one of those things. It's like you get put out, and then everybody's looking around like, "Oh, Jae Ebony, you got beef with him? You don't like? Oh, you don't like him either, jerk? Diva, you don't fuck with him either? Oh, man, hey, you know, we all getting up
come
on
together.
Yeah, I definitely agree, because if you really listen to some of his songs, right, like he's the kind of person that flexes his power. Like he's always done it. We just didn't know, of course, to the extent. Like Kanye even said it in an interview. He's like, Drake is like the one person like you don't want to like beef with because he's annoying. Like he's super petty. Like he's gonna be the guy that moves into your neighborhood to take your girl. Like, you know, he's that kind of dude. Like if you know he knows you like a chick, he's gonna be like sending her gifts and stuff. You know, like he said, he's like the guy who creeps into your life, you know, subtly. Like he's gonna move next door. You know, stuff like that. So I think over the years, like who you really are as a person is gonna show. And I think when everybody realized that Kendrick was going to be the one that was going to out him, it was alleged that a lot of people from inside Drake's camp was also feeding Kendrick's camp information.
All right, just on that particular point, I do have a comment. Those circles work very closely together. They all move together. They all go to the same parties. There's a collective agreement, unsaid, that they don't dish certain things.
Yep.
You think about different, like R. Kelly and Diddy. People knew that shit was going on. You think of the people who had rap beefs with Diddy who could have laid that shit out and they didn't. It's almost like a blue wall kind of thing to where we protect our own to a certain extent. They went to those parties. Like Chappelle, one of Chappelle's skits, like, it's on your nose. I can see it. Like, what are you doing? No, that wasn't Chappelle. That was the short nigga with the perm. Can't think of his name.
Cat Williams.
Anyway, they know each other's business. I mean, I heard stories about Richard Pryor partying with some of the rock stars back in the day, knowing full well that they did not do the things that they talked about in their song. They protected each other. Kendrick. And on one side of it, you got, okay, this is a bomb ass song. On another side of it, should snitches get stitches? Because all of this shit has been going on for all of this time amongst all of these people, and nobody ever said anything until shit came out in trial. But Kendrick's like, oh, I'm gonna get ahead of the trial. I'm gonna let that shit fly.
Yeah, I think the reason, to my knowledge, I could be wrong, but one of the things that, if I remember correctly, that Kendrick said around this whole concept was that he knew his hands were clean. And the reason why he was one of the people who could say the things that he said is because he kind of, and this is what a lot of artists also said about him, is that he's his own man. Like, he doesn't participate in that stuff. Like, he does his music, but he's also isolated. So he's kind of like some people who are in the music or the movie industry, like Denzel. He goes in, he does his job, and he goes home. You see what I'm saying? So he's not all up in that kind of like mixture. So he don't have nothing to hide, so to speak. So he could say it. The other people couldn't really say anything because I think, as you said, Jerks, like they're affiliated some kind of way. And it's kind of like, if I get caught throwing mud on you, now you can throw mud on me back. And I just think they didn't want that backlash. So they fed the information to the one person who could say it, because Drake really didn't have anything on him for real, because if he did, he definitely would have used it.
But there's also another issue, Diva, that, all right, so this song, said it before, say it again, a diss record has never taken it this far, where Kendrick, record of the year, all that stuff. But now it's taking Drake out in a different direction, where Kendrick's going to continue his career. He's on his high streak. He's in his prime right now. But now if another rapper or somebody does something when it comes at Drake, he can't go at them because they'd be like, oh, you could go after this other dude. But when Kendrick got at you, it was crickets. It was lawsuits. So now it's open season on him. If someone else wants to step up and say something about Drake, it's almost like he can't respond because people are always going to compare it to, okay, you want to go after this guy, but why didn't you go after Kendrick with the way that he embarrassed you in front of everybody? Why didn't you, go at him with that same ferocity? So it's basically boxed him in a corner where he could probably only do a certain type of song, a certain type of album from now on, unless somehow, some way he comes up with a response that can match it. But at this point, it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
I know.
And it should. It should just make your albums with Party Next Door and just keep making music, bro. Like your fans are still gonna rock with your music, but you lost this war, buddy. Like just wait till the next beef.
Because Drake's catalog is, he's one of those people where you might not even be a super fan, but he definitely got 3 to 4 songs that you like.
It's goated. You got at least 9 of his songs in your Apple Music library. Easy.
You do, but I just feel like he's kind of like lost a lot of his core, right? He's out here with hair bows in his hair. He's out here with nail polish on. Like, I'm just saying, the people who really, okay, and this is going to be something else that I think we have to acknowledge, right? Like, it's a different generation now, and they're not like us, right? So they're cool, but they really don't, F with, older artists like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's real different. Like, we were taught to appreciate artists that were older than us, younger than us, in the same age as us. This new generation is not like that. Drake's 38, right? Like, he typically with the younger generation is really aged out, to be honest, because from my experience of conversations with the younger generation, you pretty much age out at 25. Like literally, they're literally saying 25 is old as fuck. And I'm just like, damn, 25.
Are we sure about that, Diva? Because there's not a big age difference. As a matter of fact, I mean, you know, there's only a year age difference between Kendrick and Drake. You know, Drake's born in 86.
No, what I'm saying is short lived. You see what I'm saying? Like his older catalog has staying power, but some of the newer stuff, I just don't think that it's gonna hit like the older stuff, which means the people who are younger than us, like in their early 20s, don't care.
Let me ask you a question, and this is probably a silly question because it's probably never happened, but because you're ATL Diva, but have you ever been punched in the face before? Wait. Okay.
Being that you know me, that's a rhetorical question, dude. Like, what do you think?
You haven't. But if you do get punched in the face, you're not gonna be the same, is what I'm saying. He got punched in the face. So you're gonna be a little aimless when you're seeing stars, when you don't know what day it is, when you off in orbit somewhere because somebody done popped you good. So you can't expect laser sharp Drake because his game done got thrown off because he got what the clips call it? Where's Christian that when he can say he got a Mike Tyson blow to the face?
Well, you know, the other thing that's really weird about Drake is if you out here with these allegations, why would you keep continuing behavior that got the allegations put on you in the first place?
Because he can't help himself.
He don't.
Right, exactly. So that also is going to make people look at you side eye because you're sitting up here with this defamation character, and then you still up in teenage girls' DMs and going to basketball games and all this stuff. Like you are just freaking weird. Like, why would you do that? Like, so because you think that you're a demigod, and that's the problem. He thinks he's a demigod, and he got knocked
You are
off
now
his
listening
throne.
to the Radio Show ATL.
What has he done? Can you tell me? Big Magic Johnson, what has he done?
Well, he's a business person.
He's got AIDS.
You're listening to the Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Owned by someone now. There's going to be very few people who are going to come up and try to challenge him just because of his stance, power, and position. But it would have to be someone who is on Kendrick's level to do that. Because I don't think that anybody else can come and just come at him again. I think because of just the amount of money that he has, he's probably going to try to ruin them, which he has done to people in the past that crossed him. That's another thing. He is a bully, allegedly. And the industry, which is why so many people were happy to turn over information on him.
Can we just say that this beef is the gift that keeps on giving? I mean, this has been a content machine for the last 18 months. I mean, it's borderline ridiculous, the fact that this is still going on. And a lawsuit is, I didn't have that one on my bingo card in a rap beef. Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G. are rolling over in their graves with the fact that somebody is suing in a rap beef.
All right.
The old rap guy and me is thoroughly disappointed. We don't do that here. We don't do a lawsuit. You go in the studio and you make them respect you. And
oh my gosh, that comeback record was horrible. He should have never came out with that in life.
That song wasn't terrible. It just wasn't the ferociousness.
16. Don't do 16. I am disappointed. I am. You hell no. You did not just tell me what the name of the song was, because I read the lyrics the first time and you was just like, oh hell no.
Well, okay, what I'm saying is that if he comes out with that song and he's talking about that and it's not that beef, it would have had longer. Like, it wasn't whack. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say he just put out some trash. I'm just saying if you then got your shit took, you can't come out. You can't like take it lightly. You got to come a little bit more harder than that. From an anger standpoint, it wasn't a whack song. It just was not the appropriate fire that you need when you didn't come.
What was good about it? Tell me what was good about it. Name one. Okay, I'll even give you a moment to like look it up or whatever. But give me one line that hit in that whole little song that was super short and repeated itself.
All right. Now, Diva, you done said some stuff to me before in the past. All right, but you done gone too far here asking me to analyze the Drake from that song.
Why not? This is what we do.
Hey, Diva schooling 16 on hip hop was not on my bingo card tonight. I just wanted to put that out there.
Hell no, because but I'm telling you, you're into lyrics.
You do you, baby.
You are good with lyrics, and there was nothing. Okay, if someone came at you so hard that you have a lawsuit,
different. You know, Drake. He's 38. You said he's paid. He's living high. You know, he's got fat pockets, long money, and it might bother his ego. But then at the same time, he going home to a pile of money and a mansion. So,
but he's crying in this song about the dudes that he thought that was his friends that went to the other side. Like, how are you really out here saying like, I'm that dude, but then when you got challenged, your friends abandoned ship with the other dude? Why would you even admit that in the public? And you made a song talking about what did I miss? Let me tell you what you missed. You missed that your friends left you. That's what you missed. They went to the cool kids corner is what they did. That's what they did. So they obviously was like, oh shit, he got outed. Gotta go. Didn't want to be associated with you. Like, if you that dude, then why you up here crying about how your friends didn't stick beside you when you got your chain pulled? I'm just saying. Damn. How was that a good song? You don't even address the things that were said about you. He didn't even come back at Kendrick. He came back crying about his friends that ditched him. That's pretty Canadian to me.
Well, that's what happens when you get jumped, right? Like, you get jumped and your friends ain't help you out. You ain't about to piss off the folks that just jumped you. You talking to your friends, looking back, like, hey, man,
where were you?
Right. So I'm really 16 again. How did this song slap? I don't give a F if you love me. Boy, you said them lyrics it wasn't bad.
Okay, easy. Can you please educate Diva when I say, hey, it wasn't that bad? What does that really mean in my aspect?
Well, in your tough scale of things.
Thank you, Easy.
The normal person will say it was good or it's like.
Y'all not gonna do me like that, man.
Look, I've educated everybody on this show before. If Easy or somebody else gives a 8 or a 9, the 16 equivalent of that is a 6 or a 7.
Thank you. It might be a damn 5 or a 6 because it wasn't in the 90s.
Depending on if it's music or food, but we won't get into that.
Because I'm just saying, like, he did a lot of stuff multiple times. There's not much lyrics in here. He just keeps repeating the same lines 4 and 5 times. What did I miss? Okay, he repeats that 4 times.
He's aimless. He doesn't know what to, again, it goes back to my point. When you get hit in the face, it changes.
Listen, I don't care because this dude got ghostwriters, right? So why they ghost this? Or did they leave and go to the other side? So the ghostwriters ghosted him, and this is what he really is about. This is what he came up with.
Okay, so Diva is, we've established one point here. That Diva is not here for Drake and his light-skinned energy. She ain't feeling it at all.
Nah, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this lawsuit.
I can't see. This is the thing. I'm older now. I can't continue to keep putting light-skinned brothers on my shoulders and carrying us to prominence. I can't do it anymore. I don't have the energy. I can do it some of the time. Yeah, I can do it some of the time now, but I can't do it all the time now. You know, I'm older. I'm ornery. I'm married. I got kids. I ain't got time to do that shit all the time now. All right.
Hey, 16. Let me ask you this. How much would you pay to have somebody served?
How much
would you pay? Yeah. Like if you wanted to call somebody who was a witness in the case, how much would you pay to have them served? I'm gonna tell you, I used to work in a law office, right? So typically each attempt is like $50, $50 to $75, maybe sometimes $100. It depends on the complexity of the person you're trying to serve papers. Mind you, this is just serving them to be a witness, to come to court or whatever. Like how much you think Drake has paid to have this one guy subpoenaed who they still wasn't able. His name is Kojo Asamoah, right? And so I think he's also on the label. But Drake says he thinks he has knowledge on how they juice the numbers because he works for the label. How much would you pay, and how much do you think Drake has paid to have this guy subpoenaed or served, rather? Excuse me.
This is a very good question.
This goes to his level of
So this is the best way I can put it. You said, how much would I be willing to spend on that? Well,
yeah.
Let me see. Carry the 2. That would be 0, Diva, because in a rap beef, I'm not suing any goddamn body. So that's my answer.
That is good to know, because let me tell you something. It is alleged that Drake has spent a cool $75,000 allegedly to have this man served, to the point where they can't find this man, right? This man is good at what he does, Houdini style. And the judge now is like, they're like, hey, bro, can we just tack this on his door? The judge was like, you know what? At this point, absolutely. Just go ahead and leave and tape it to the man's front door.
So they served him a bode.
That is wow. But no, there would be no lawsuit from that. So I wouldn't be paying out a dime because there wouldn't have been no suing at all.
What happens to Drake's credibility as an artist if he loses this lawsuit? Like, how low are people going to think of him?
Either way, his credibility is about to go down.
The person is screwed. The artist is just going to keep making music. I don't think it's going to hurt his credibility as an artist.
I mean, like, who's left on his team? Well, I mean, I know some people.
It ain't even about his team. It's just like people that fuck with Drake, they going to keep listening to him.
Listening,
like a lot of people when this album came out with Party Next Door, like they was all just coming out of the woodwork, like, oh, it's so good, it's the shit. You know, if you don't like it, you just ain't making love to women. You don't like bitches, like, you know, they were just like, you know, just spewing shit. Right?
If that's what you got to call it.
The album ain't bad, but like, you know, they just came out the woodwork. They just. That was like their moment. The light had went away, and everybody just like, oh, free! I can come out and say something and not get shot by Kendrick. You know, like they still gonna ride with the artist. The person, they definitely looking at him different, but they still gonna rock with the artist.
The fans are going to rock with him, but like, you're only as good as like your comrades around you sometimes. So like, okay, once you put out an album, it makes money. Okay, maybe it streams, right? Like, who invited you to their party for real though? Like, who gonna say they invited Drake?
Well,
but like if he goes on tour like he has been doing, people still going to his concerts.
Now, I don't know how much y'all are going to put stock into this when it comes to that, but we are in the streaming era. Using Spotify, with Spotify being the #1 streaming music app on the planet here, which
your prices are going up, by the way.
ATL Diva, they've already pissed me off.
Yeah, your prices are going up. I hope you enjoy that.
Yeah, they've already pissed me off.
Damn.
83 million people stream Drake every month, 77 million for Kendrick. So I don't know how you gauge that as far as popularity, you know, how people are feeling about Drake. He's been the stream king, you know. He's not quite to where like where The Weeknd was, where The Weeknd was like the #1 most streamed artist. I think it's Bruno Mars now, but he's in that stratosphere of like the top artists that are being streamed, both of them. But for Drake to still have strong numbers like that, even throughout all this, speaks to his catalog. But at the same time, I understand why he wants to look into it, because like I said, it's an ego-driven thing. He's like, man, I can't, this one song can't get me. But
let me ask you, is he done? No, is he streaming higher than Kendrick, or is there somebody playing with the streams? Because do you see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because once you throw it out there, because I honestly want to say I recall him being into a situation a couple of years ago where people felt like that he was inflating his streams, and that was an issue a couple of years ago where people felt like somebody was messing with his streams for him to be like top like that. Not saying he isn't, but
I mean, you opened up the gate for questions about that. Questioning the integrity of if somebody's truly like streaming them, like who's listening to them, like wow, this.
Yeah.
I mean, to this day, I'm like trying to figure out, like, man, I know this dude don't have nothing to do with it, but I just got to bring this up. Like, I know Easy used to tell me about this, and I used to hear about this when we was at that Orange Hell, where people were like, "Oh man, J. Cole, he went platinum with no features." I've literally never walked out the street or been anywhere where I heard anybody blasting J. Cole in their car before, where I've never heard it. Like, who are the million people that bought this shit? Show me who they are. And it's like, okay, Drake's got all these streams. I do hear people listening to Drake, so it is opening up something with that. Like, Jay, let me ask you, like, with him bringing this up and saying, well, he's got to be doctoring this or something. Is he opening himself up, like Diva was saying, to being fully questioned about, well, dude, are your streams on the up and up? Mm-hmm. What are you doing to manipulate the system? Do you feel like that's viable or not?
Yeah, anything that he brings up in that lawsuit is going to open himself up for the same thing. So he better be squeaky clean because everyone's going to start looking at him.
He won't. Everybody's got something.
I think at that point, either a withdrawal or dismissal will happen before. Like, no, never be mine. Never be mine.
Well, shit, when you're in court, it ain't no never mind. Everything's gonna get brought to the table.
Yeah, it's gonna be brought to the table until you say never mind. We're gonna
be like, never
motion
mind.
to dismiss. We withdraw our
complaint. Cardi B right now. Cardi B on the stand and she just sitting there just answering all these questions. I don't know what she gets.
So about that I have another question for you guys that just came across my mind from my HR days, right? So those who know, when you sue your company for workers' comp or otherwise, at some point you're typically, depending on the type of suit it is, terminated, non-rehire eligible, right? Like, let's just say from a workers' comp standpoint of view, what happens with the label if he sues them either direction? Is he still going to be able to stay there, or is that kind of like we're going to agree to part ways? Like, how do you think that, like, how is that kind of going to play out on the back end? That's what I'm kind of figuring out. Like, is this a way to kind of get off and under the label in a way, or pay your way out so you don't have to be with them anymore? Like, I just got a feeling that there's multiple angles here. That's not just this particular lawsuit, because companies don't take too kindly to being sued by somebody, especially when there's millions of dollars involved.
I would imagine that would be determined during litigation. They would all either they go in front of a judge and he makes the determination, or they have an arbitrator that is already pre-selected to determine any kind of contractual breaks or whatever. Somebody's going to sit down between the two of them, make a decision, and that's what's going to be the end of it. They can do either or. They can continue the relationship, and they can completely cut the relationship. I would understand why an individual would not want to continue the relationship, but if you both are still making money, is there really a reason to cut it other than just bad blood? And to be fair, emotions have a whole lot more play in business decisions than I think they should. But there are people handling the operation, so that will always be the main driving force in the decision making. But yeah, the arbitrator or the judge will determine what the relationship is going to be from that point on. Most of the time, I see that the relationship is severed. You can never contact us again. You can't sue us again. Once you get this money, you need to keep your mouth shut. If you don't keep your mouth shut, we're going to sue you to get the money back plus XYZ.
So let me ask y'all this. if the beef is really with the distribution of the music label, what information do you guys think is the strategy behind obtaining Kendrick's actual contract if the beef is really with the record label and how they managed the song and the streaming?
If the contract has wording in it saying that the label will provide certain, I guess, means of promotion, which which they would be silly to put in there. Hey, we're gonna use bots to inflate your shit. Like, these are professionals. They're not gonna put that on paper. I hope not. So that, I would say,
do
stuff
you
like
think
that.
it's a way of him being nosy? Do you think he's just trying to be nosy because this is like an opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, but the thing was, yeah, they he's not going to get a chance to look at it anyway because, you know, the judge already said that Drake's not going to be able to view this information. So maybe he wanted to take a look in to see what. I mean, they both paid, so what he's making is probably comparable to Drake. They're artists at the same level, so whatever he's making, Drake's probably making that or more. So I don't think that's it. I think he's looking for language in the contract.
Yeah. Drake's definitely what we would call a max player in this situation. You know, he's getting the big contract. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and
so Diva, are you asking that whether or not he's using this case to create subpoenas that will grant him access to information that he doesn't have?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my non-lawyer, but just my legal experience of just thinking through not what's in front of you, but what's behind you. So I'm thinking the whole strategy, because when you can do discovery and do all kinds of other stuff, like I'm in a situation right now back and forth where I have just looking at like a EEOC case right now, and the position statement just pretty much gave me everything that I need to probably do a proper rebuttal. Thank the company for that, who shall remain nameless. But anyways, so when you can do discovery, or either you can request documents and request information, it's definitely whatever you're curious about, you can definitely ask for it. You're not guaranteed to get it. But if I want to be nosy and really see how to position myself after this situation, definitely would give you a leg up to figure out what's been going on. Not only just for this situation, because you got to think, if I'm asking for Lucian's emails, right? I'm not just going to get emails to Kendrick. They're going to give me all kind of other people's information too. And if we know anything about information, is that, I mean, it's very profitable to know things, you know? So I think they definitely are going to use this as an opportunity to get anything that they can get that would give them a leg up on anybody else that would in the industry, or anybody else that these key players are dealing with. You see what I'm saying? To give them a leg up. It doesn't even have to be about Kendrick. I just think this situation could potentially just be an opportunity, a means to an end, because they're all very strategic. Like Drake, he's an idiot, but he's also not an idiot. So
he's trying to drum up information so he can come back
fine line there.
Rebuttal to the legitimate comeback to the song, since he failed so poorly. He's going through the
I don't even think
to create a clapback. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't even say it's a clap. I don't even think it's necessarily only a clapback, because Drake is a businessman, right? So he has his hand in so many things, and a lot of people in the music industry will tell you, like, he's almost like a godfather. Like, you aren't successful if he doesn't, like, if you don't kiss the ring, so to speak. So obviously this guy has a lot of pull, a lot of clout, a lot of power. And the one thing that powerful people like, you know, on is knowing information that they wouldn't otherwise be privy to. So I do think he's going to use whatever he can get his hands on. And I don't even think it's going to pertain to this case. I think it's going to pertain to what he can do with that found information after this case. And it won't even have anything to do with Kendrick. I think it'll have something to do with other players in the game, whether they're artists or other business people, because these people do all kinds of business. I think he's fishing for something else that will help him in other ways. That's just my opinion. Absolutely. How else would I know what's going on? Because all of this stuff is literally the mafia. Like, let's be real.
Well, I would say this about the mafia. You know what happens when it's time to, they're all at the dinner table and they ask him, Joey, would you like some more wine? And they step up behind him and put him out of his misery. It's time to we've been 2 segments long with Drake. It's time to put this segment out of his misery. So we'll be right back.
You are now listening to the Radio Show ATL.
Drake has ghostwriters. Like, that's really hard to defend. And he openly admit, I have ghostwriters, something like that. So, what are they doing right now? Are they having an Avengers level type meeting? Thinking about how to get back at Kendrick?
You're listening to the Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
So now is the time of the show where I get everybody to start arguing with one another, or as it's commonly known as one gotta go. So you guys know the rules. We got a topic. We're going to talk through which one we like, which one's gotta go, and why. And 9 times out of 10, we're going to start some kind of drama. So we're going to get into it. You guys didn't listen to the break, but we were talking about fancy restaurants, but we will talk about casual sit-down restaurants tonight. That'll be the topic. So we got 5 choices. One of these choices was under some serious controversy here, and they pivoted, which I gotta respect. But here are the choices. So let's get to them. We got Olive Garden, Cracker Barrel. Shout out to them. Thank you for going back to my Jim Crow. We don't need none of that. We don't need none of this live, laugh, love BS. Okay, hey, I know what I'm expecting coming into Cracker Barrel. I need my Jim Crow. I need the racism. I need my gravy thick. All right. The next one is Red Lobster, Outback Steakhouse, and then Chili's. All right, so we'll read them off again. 5 choices: Olive Garden, Cracker Barrel, Red Lobster, Outback Steakhouse, Chili's. Why does Chili's have to go? Let me proceed.
Look at Diva's face, because she's like, I don't eat any of these. I'm too high class for these. I won't touch any of those.
Diva, think back to your college days, okay? How about that?
She didn't eat them then, bro.
Okay.
All right, fuck, I'm out now.
I like one thing from each of these restaurants, so that's
okay.
fair.
That's progress. For those of you that haven't listened to the show before,
yes.
Diva and 16 are always on.
Don't put my name in this slander. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
If I remember correctly, Diva's won like both of them. Like,
no,
you are the most.
But by like one though, Easy. Like we were tied until the end, so it's not like it was a landslide. All right. Okay. So it was Olive Garden.
Cracker Barrel, Red Lobster, Outback, and Chili's.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Outback can go, because every time I go in there, I don't really see nothing.
No doubt.
I mean, I like those little sliders from Chili's and the egg rolls. That's the only 2 things I eat from there. So I mean, that really be hitting. Like sometimes I don't eat nothing else, but the sliders be good. Outback, because I don't really like anything from there. The coconut shrimp is okay, but not enough. I mean, you can get that at Red Lobster. So bye.
All right, who wants to go next?
To kill the dead air, I will say everything can go but Chili's. Olive Garden, to me, everything tastes the same. I've never been to Cracker Barrel. Red Lobster hasn't changed their menu since my parents were dating.
Well, that's the thing. It's funny you bring that up, Jerk, because they have changed their menu.
They have changed
their menu. Really good.
I have heard reviews that it is just as
they in the shout out to our boy Debo, but they have put the hard ER in that menu, my man. They have seafood boils on the menu now. Okay,
I have heard it is terrible.
Well,
they are
to
not.
their defense, it was terrible. So Jerk is correct. So them black people got all up in them TikTok comments and read them for filth and told them what they needed to do. And you know what they did? That black CEO fixed it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I caught the boils after the backlash, so I don't have that perspective.
Oh yeah, so the boils have been upgraded after the backlash, and they added more food because they was like, for $50, this ain't enough food. So that man went back and changed every criticism about the bag boils. Now I haven't eaten them, but a lot of people read them for filth, and then those are the same people who came back and was like, okay, this improvement, it was it. It was it.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Yeah. Before he got enrolled, they probably would have been first.
After you taste the rebound, I will believe that. But up until this point.
Yeah, no, I still haven't eaten there. I really just like the biscuits and sometimes the Alfredo. The crab Alfredo is good, and that's it.
So let me finish my list. Outback Steakhouse. I don't trust Aussies. They have some of the weirdest damn animals there. We might think we're eating lobster tail on a steak, and it's probably a giant fucking spider or scorpion.
Or a kangaroo.
Know. It's just
I was gonna name kangaroo. Yeah.
Chili's I can throw it because the prices are good, the food is half decent. So for me, everything can go except for Chili's.
You see that 16? He made the rules the way he wanted to, just like me.
And that's fair. We appreciate that. I will say Chili's just not consistent enough for me. Like sometimes they are like really good or just terrible.
I could agree with that.
What I will throw out there is you can feed 2 adults at Chili's at the right time for the same price that you will pay at McDonald's.
I
mean, no, that's fair. With
that's true. Hell, Chick-fil-A for that matter, because I mean, a meal at Chick-fil-A is $15. Like what?
Jay and her beautiful last on this, and I'm gonna just say with this one, Easy is correct. It's Chili's is the one that has to go on this one because y'all had some slander on Outback. I had Outback not that long ago. I didn't know they were still in existence, but in the new area where I live in, which is Jerk and I live close, had it for the first time in years, and it actually was not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Good.
But could you readily identify what you were eating?
No. It tasted good.
Hey, Jerk.
Take your chances,
please. He already picky enough, man.
You take your chances.
Don't have a person onion bloom, man.
Jerk.
Jae Ebony, why do I feel like one of these restaurants they about to catch a big stray from you?
Well, okay. So Red Lobster, I haven't been to them obviously since the new menu. I've only went like once. I never liked Red Lobster, so that would go. Outback, I always thought they were trash. I couldn't even get a good steak from them, and I think that was like 15, 20 years ago. Never went again. And then you have Chili's. They're okay. There's one thing I think I've eaten from them. I think they have do they have steak fajitas there?
Yeah, they got the fajita, the booty.
Yeah.
That is good. If I go there, if I can't get to this other place, I don't know if they have it everywhere, but Margaritas. Is it Margaritas? Some other place. But Chili's, yeah, they would go to. The only actually 2 places that I like are Olive Garden and Cracker Barrel.
I don't think the second one would like you there. I'm not sure why.
I haven't had any issues.
I was about to say something, but I forgot they paid the bills for my brother.
Cracker Barrel.
I think Cracker Barrel falls into the same category as another restaurant we just mentioned, but the food is damn good, okay, and we just gotta have to live with it.
Man, listen, them pancakes. They also got French toast there. They are chef's kiss.
The chicken
So
fried. I like the chicken fried steak
and the chicken fried chicken. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
If you order that shit,
I'm sorry. Explain it. Chicken
fried chicken. Thank you, jerk. Because I was like, what?
Let me tell you like this. I love my food, okay? I'm a fat ass, okay? But I'm not going to sit here and educate you about chicken fried chicken. I don't know why they call it that, but it is basically just a boneless chicken breast fried. Like it, and you get
so they just can't call it fried
like chicken fried steak, but chicken.
Yeah,
it's fried chicken.
It's basically a fried breast fillet.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You just said it was thigh, and now you're saying it's
no, it's not a thigh. It's a breast.
You know what it is?
No, it's a breast.
Fried.
It's fried though. It's a fried breast.
So that's just it's fried.
A fried boneless breast. That's what it is.
I cook most of the time, so some of these places.
But let me tell you, if you get that to go and you like do the drive side pickup, like the food is actually pretty good. Like
sawmill gravy.
Yeah, like Longhorn is really
I'm not
good
gonna
about
hurt
that too. And they
I ain't gonna hurt your feelings. This dude was on TikTok showing exactly how they make that food at Cracker Barrel, and yeah, okay.
Sometimes I just don't. I don't want to know.
I don't
want to know.
I definitely want to.
I don't.
No, with
that's okay. I'll send it
with all
to
them
church,
signs
so
they
we
got. I already know it's a bunch of pre-prep shit, sous chefs in the line just scooping shit.
Sometimes you just don't want to see her without her makeup on. Keep the light beat on. Let us have the illusion, okay?
Yeah.
Let us keep the good memory here.
Olive Garden, the only thing I ever eat from them, which I love, I get the same thing every time, is chicken gnocchi soup and then salad and breadsticks.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all
that
I
is
ever
good.
eat.
Yeah.
Oh, I drink that.
They goated off of the breadsticks and that damn salad.
What do they call that drink? The Boston iced tea, where they mix the sweet tea and the cranberry. That's just good.
We would be talking about food, and you talking about a drink on the menu. Come on,
it's good.
Right.
It's good. Good shit, Easy. Nice, man.
Hey,
very good.
That literally came up with that one while we were recording. So there you go.
You are now listening to the Radio Show ATL.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do some girl math for you. Okay, he's 77?
72.
He's 72.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's do a little girl math here. Okay, he's 72, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That means he definitely is going to eat dinner by 4, and he's definitely sleep by 7, and he's what we call a pat your knee kind of fella. He ain't asking for much, just a little basic affection, hand holding, a little hugs, and he's probably quite busy doing his own thing. A little grumpy, likes his hobbies, just wants you around. You don't have to really perform anything. So yeah, I mean,
I don't know, Diva. I ain't gonna lie. He getting that boom boom at night for sure.
You're listening to the Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, so we've come to the part of the show where we do random, and we're gonna say something completely random. And let's start with you, M16. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, she's swinging for the fences, starting off right here. She's like, "You gonna make me introduce segments, and you start first."
Task for sure.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you've come to the person who they try to say this segment is about, but we notice it's about Diva because she does whatever she wants to. But I do have a couple of things on my mind that I will try to keep these short and sweet for time constraint purposes.
Diva, don't let him do you like that. Y'all neck and neck.
Okay, so a couple of things. So the first thing I want to get to is with companies and these information breaches. It seems like every company that you have who has your information gets caught up in a breach. I have a simple solution for that. If you can't protect the information, stop taking my shit. End of story. If you don't need all of it, don't take it, because you keep losing it. And then you send me a little $20 check as I'm sorry. Kiss my ass, all right? Just stop losing my shit, all right? I'm tired of it.
Real quick on that. I feel bad for like Norton and like those companies that offer these protection services. So many companies are getting breached right now. You getting a year free from every fucking body.
Yeah.
Like your information got breached. Here's a free year at Norton.
Get your shit together with the information. It's too many breaches. Oh, this wasn't exposed. That wasn't exposed. And the next thing you know, I'm getting some text from some assholes, telling me, oh, well, you're going to get it. Yeah, I'm tired of that shit. All right. Get y'all shit together. The second part of it is restaurants. When you got something rolling that's good, stop taking that shit off the menu. And I'm looking directly at you, KFC. Who told y'all to take the wedges off the menu in the first place?
Nobody.
It's like, we got back the wedges. Nobody told y'all to get rid of those in the first place. You keep them on there and you don't take them away until I tell you to take them off. And I'm never going to tell you to take them off. So stop doing that shit.
And they had an attitude, giving it back.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, they said here, damn.
Damn. Like, no, bitch. Nobody fucking told y'all.
The fuck out of me.
Yeah, nobody told y'all to take that shit away. So don't take them away. When something good is going on there, you keep it on the menu, all right? In the store, all right? Don't have me come looking for you because I will. Keep it on there, all right? Keep the wedges because they are good. I had some large wedges the other day. Oh, my God, they're so good. Keep them on the menu.
I got to go get some.
They're so good. All right, and then my last one here. Our boy Devo is not here, but I am going to commission a entry into the Book of Nigger for my boy, and it's directed at my dear brother Easy. Easy, goddamn you! We've had this conversation. My brother, my illustrious brother, will be on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck they call it.
We still call it Twitter, but yes.
With us being fans of the Saints, he will find some way to find something that they've done to hurt him. So instead of him sitting over in that, he will text me something in my head that I've suppressed, that I've been hurt by this team, and he sends it to me. And his excuse is, well, bro, I was hurting, so I figured somebody else had to hurt with me, so I picked you. So I want to make this perfectly clear, and it's recorded. That Easy, that was your last time sending me one of them, that last one you sent me to. I swear on everything, bro. I will get in my car. I will drive to your home. I will kiss my niece. I will hug my sister, and I will knock your ass the fuck out. And then I will drive home. Okay, that was your last one. So you're going in the book this week. I'm sure Debo will commission it in the store. That's my random.
I
on site, bro. On site.
I can't wait to hear Debo's reaction to this because I think it could go either way. I think, Debo doesn't like to prey on my downfall like he does with you. So he might not agree with this. But then again, Saints torture, I might stay off the list. But I'm interested to know what Debo has to say about that.
You got to go in. It's on site, bro. No more.
In fairness, we cannot have Diva go after you because that's just a lot to start the segment off. So I'm going to just get in real quick, and then we can pivot to somebody else. Look. For those of you that have mortgages, y'all might have these people. Penny Mac, y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah, I got them.
Me too.
No way in hell y'all sent me an email today talking about happy loanversary. Okay, the last thing I want to do is to be reminded of the day that I started owing y'all some fucking money. Okay, y'all got some damn nerve to talk about happy loanversary. Okay, fuck y'all. I'm still gonna pay my mortgage on time, but y'all got some damn nerve to remind me of the day where I signed my life over to y'all. Y'all
right? Like, why are we happy about it? That's so.
Why are we happy about this? Like, y'all PR people, social media, whoever, y'all need to cut that shit out, right? Because what the fuck is that? Okay. So yeah, that's my random because y'all got me fucked up on that.
I need to block them then because I do not want that damn anniversary.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah. I just got a call from my bank yesterday wishing me a happy 9 years, and I was like, oh.
You know how you can wish me a happy 9 years? Deposit $500 in my bank account, right?
You better run them racks, right?
Give me $900, $100 for every year I've been here. Like the hell you call it?
Give me $2,500 per year. How about that? Because y'all done got plenty of money out of me.
Like that
ain't bad.
The wrong customer service we're looking for. Okay, we don't need the bank people picking up the phone. We got the apps. Okay, we need the food places to pick up the phone when I'm trying to get my damn pickup order in.
Bring them call centers back to America. That's what y'all.
We need doctors.
How about that?
To pick up the damn phone. You know what I'm saying? When we're trying to make appointments, the last thing I need is a call from my bank. Okay, I have the app. Shut up.
Oh my God.
Who wants to go next? Do y'all want me to go next?
Yeah,
I
you
could go
can
next.
go.
All right, so I have two. First off, Boosie Badass. Ninja, you too old to be out here in these streets with these stupid ass, lame ass thug activity of carrying a weapon. You know better. You actually have enough money to hire goons, bodyguards, or whatever it is you need. So you getting caught with a weapon or taking a charge for somebody else is completely a rookie move and mistake. Like, I'm sorry, you're like 50 or something. Like, you have kids. You just had a baby.
Oh.
That's random. That's just ridiculous. And Shador Sanders, keep your head up. Like, the NFL underestimated you. They underestimated your dad. Like, I think you're gonna be good. Like, don't internalize the foolishness because this is the new protest with Black people. Like, we're not out here marching. We're not out here yelling and screaming. We're just gonna withdraw. And like that has been working very well for us in a lot of different areas. So just keep silently withdrawing your attention, withdrawing your money, withdrawing your viewership until they get the point. It's all about money in this country. That's all I got. So
yeah.
Diva, I'm with you. Boosie almost 50 and he ain't got somebody that can go serve that sentence for him. That's crazy work.
Right.
So is it up to me? Am I the last one?
Either you or Jae Ebony. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So my random is take some time out and get yourself caught up on AI. It is very useful. It makes life a lot simpler in a lot of ways. But get yourself situated to understand that it's simply a tool. It is just the new latest version of Google, in my opinion. And you think about tools, think about the computer. When the computer was invented, it came about, it made life simpler, it made calculations easier, made people be able to organize their work and restructure things in much simpler, faster, quicker ways. But it created a huge industry of labor. Software developers, software engineers, creators. All it did at the end of the day was cost a hell of a lot more money to operate than a simple person doing mathematics or whatever that computer did before, calculate trajectories or whatever it did. Take the time and learn what it can do for you, what it can do for others. Go play with different apps. Do that, because the learned advance. The people who don't evolve get left behind. That is my random.
That's real shit, Jerk.
Yeah, that's a really good one. It's a really good one.
And now you know. What is it? The more you know?
The more you know. Yeah.
I don't know. I think you can copyright whatever you just said because I don't think that's the one. But yeah.
This episode's got everything, man.
So my random is I am not a bug person by any means. I always find some type of animal or bug that's invading my space. And the past several months, I've been seeing this like colorful moth looking thing, and they're like huge and they got these legs like this. And they're all over the place. They've been in my house, and when you hit them, they disintegrate. It's weird. But yeah, they just go like that. So I just been killing them when they get inside. But then now they're all like outside, like all the windows. Like there's one always like tapping on at least each window trying to get in. And I posted this bug the other day, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, those are spotted lantern flies. They're invasive. Kill them. They're from Asia. They're ruining our crops and stuff." And I was like, "Oh my God, I knew they were new." So apparently they're some fly or moth thingies from Asia that we're supposed to kill as soon as we see them because they are dangerous to our crops.
What's it called again? Asian what?
Easy.
Spotted lantern flies.
Get God on the phone right now. Because what
they're
we
all
doing?
over the place.
Oh my!
It's like murder hornets have evolved.
Yeah. So they're just like really. They look like colorful moths, and they look harmless, but they're not good for our crops. And I don't know how they got here from Asia, but they fucking came over here, and they're trying to take over.
Damn,
That's
this is like the murder hornets all over again.
Yes, their lifespan is a year, y'all. Oh hell no!
Yeah,
That's
I've
a
been killing
long
them.
time.
And
Trump
they're
done
like
already kicked out all the Mexicans from picking the good fruit, so now the shit is gonna be out there.
I'm done.
Well, that you know what? If you like what the jerk said, oh my god! If you like what the jerk said, you're gonna love this.
You are now listening to the radio show.
I don't have road rage. I just don't like when people get in the left lane and do the speed limit. Nigga, if you gonna get in this lane, you gotta accept the risk that you could potentially get a ticket. That's what this lane is for.
You're listening to the Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, whew, man. This the Radio Show ATL. This is we did what we do on this one. Yeah, this was one of those episodes. We had a little bit of everything. But some of that little bit of everything is our friend Jae Ebony, the Black Girl Infinite Allure podcast, hanging out with us on the show tonight. Jay, at this juncture of the show, please let everybody know where they can find you. Your show is you got to do an amazing work over there. Self-help, pat you on the back, foot in the ass, getting people feeling motivated about what they got going on. But please let us know where we can find you and how they can listen.
So I am on I'm on Spotify, Apple, and all other listening platforms for podcasts, and on social, just Black Girl Infinite Allure, pretty much everywhere. So you can find me. I'm there.
All right, the information for Jae Ebony is going to be in the podcast and YouTube description. Please, show her that love, a like, a follow, a listen. We got to get her hitting them charts, and she keep doing that content like what she's doing. It's only a matter of time before she's taking over the self-help category on Apple Podcasts. So great work over there from Jay. It's always good to have you on the show for sure. All right. Now, as far as the Radio Show ATL goes, if you want to be a guest on the Radio Show ATL, just send us an email to radioshowinbox@gmail.com, or you can send us a text 678-800-1677. We look forward to hearing from you. Another great episode. Very thankful to again to have Jay here. We got pretty much most of the original crew here as well, here spitting facts or what we feel like are facts, but we are truly grateful for the outpouring of support for the show, keeping us a top 100 podcast in the music commentary category on Apple, which is just it's great. We appreciate the love and support. So with that being said, also I want to give a shout out to all the DJ distribution lists that we're on who funnel us all the great music from the artists that we have here. Thankful for those partnerships. Look for more artist interviews coming up very soon as well. All right. Now, with that part being said, please like and subscribe, because every like and subscribe gets us another like and subscribe. So like and subscribe. All right. So please just remember and never forget, you're not just listening to a radio show or some radio show. You're listening to the Radio Show ATL. Thank y'all for listening, watching, or however the hell you're getting us. We will catch y'all next time. Diva, try something new. You didn't like any of the food. Try something different for once. Eat something else.
I try new stuff all the time.
Really?
Yeah, it's just not always American food.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. Oh, well. Anywho.
Oh, now you're going to be called a jerk.
I got some work to do on that one. Yeah. Something like that. Well, anyway, thank y'all for, again, listening and watching. And we'll catch y'all next time. Maybe we'll find out that something new Diva was talking about. We probably won't. Also, KFC, don't you take them wedges back, man. Don't you take them back. You keep them on the menu. Keep them on there. Easy?
Yeah,
Easy? On site, bro. And I love you. On site. Now another
I'm
Twitter.
still gonna send you another link, but that's okay.
This guy.
Easy, just pull his ponytail. He'll come right down.
No. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see him on the Google cam, and I'm calling the police. I'm doing some Karen type shit. Police, I don't know this black man at my door.
You just gonna pick up your phone, talk about the black, and you know that area of town where
he's disturbing the peace. I have children in the home.
So we just shoot the breeze till the jerk comes around.
Sure. Have you guys been on Scottish TikTok?
Scottish TikTok? Wait, is this the beef between them and African Americans that I've been hearing?
So it's not a beef. It is actually like a family reunion of sorts.
Oh,
so
the cousins thing, right?
The cousins, yeah, we started calling them cousins, right? Because they was just like, oh my God, like, you know how we do. Like, if we like you, we gonna be like, you're a cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Southern, so like, if you're not family, we'd be like, you're a play cousin. That's how we know you're not like blood related, whatever. But yeah, it's like been going really, really good. And other people been trying to hate on it, but it's just like, okay, whatever. You didn't want to be friends with us, so we found other friends that like us. Scottish TikTok is pretty cool. So they're planning a cousins reunion at some point in Scotland. I think that's going to be pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so a lot of people are going to go. I would be interested to go if I can. That'd be nice.
I hate to be that guy, but it felt a whole lot like the Scottish folks was like, damn, man, y'all ain't know they had niggas in Scotland? That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Well, that only came from like some ignorant people, but clearly, so it's not that we didn't know there was people in Scotland. They don't have any representation. And if you follow the influencers that were really positive, they already tell you like, hey, if you come here, like it's not going to be a lot of us, which makes sense as to why we wouldn't really be aware of their representation there. And they totally understood where we were coming from. Only the haters had something to say, and it wasn't a lot of